Hello there folks, and welcome back to Space Engineers. So I've finished fixing the entire ship. I've finished fixing the nacelle, so it's back to the way it's supposed to be. No longer will bother me for all of eternity. Also, as a little added bonus, I decided to add some compact antennas in here. So that will help us with range finding different ships that we want to scan for. So now we can scan for ships, and we can leave the vicinity of these antennas and still find our way back home. Also, I armored up the connector a little bit because down here we have our landing gear, which we're going to clamp onto ships that we attack so we can slow them down. And I figure if we armor that up, that will decrease our chance of accidentally knocking off our connectors. So I did that. And a surprising amount of you actually want me to not only keep the missile launcher pink, but you want me to make the entire ship pink. And you know what? I kind of like that idea because a man flies around in a pink ship, you know he's not afraid of anything. Alright, so let's make it pink because we can. And then we're going to take this thing for a spin because we did see some stuff on our scans before that we had never seen before. And I'm going to see if we can still find them. And then we're going to go on a little expedition to see if we can find the ship that appears in our scan, see what it is. Maybe it's something that we've already seen, maybe it isn't. Who knows? And then maybe even if we can find another ship to attack, we'll do such a thing. But right now, there is no ship to attack because, well, look around you. There's nothing, which happens from time to time, so that's just something that we'll deal with. Also, we need to load up the weapons again because I did deplete most of my missile loadout before. I think that's just about all of the pink blocks we have. I think I'm going to make some highlights of a different color pink, so let's move it, maybe a, What other color? Maybe like a purple. We'll make some highlights. I don't know if we'll actually be able to see the difference. Yeah, we'll make the guns on the side a nice little purple because we can. Alright, and then I think we'll highlight these right here. Alright, well that'll give it a little bit of contrast in color because if it's just one solid color, it looks kind of odd. Not that it doesn't look odd right now with being a pinkish looking ship. Oh well, I like it. And apparently you guys do too, so there we go. And we're going to keep that one pink because that was the original block that we colored by accident. And it looks like I miscolored that, so I think that was this color-ish, something like that. And we'll color these last couple blocks that apparently I forgot to color. And there we go. Let's go grab ourselves some missiles, which we're making, or which have been made since I was fixing the ship. They've been in production for quite some time now, so most of them should be finished. So let's look at the missiles. Whoop. Yeah, there we go, 142 of them. And I'm guessing we have even more, 126 in that large cargo container, and there's even more. So we are A-okay when it comes to the amount of missiles. I really wish there was an easier way to do this. I suppose I could try to maneuver the ship. Nope, go in there. That's where I wanted you to go. Okay. I could try to maneuver the connector on that connector, but that's probably harder than what we're actually doing, so it's only going to take 2 or 3 trips before we get all of the missiles that we're going to need for our adventure this episode, so grab some of those. One more trip and we'll be fine. I severely doubt we're going to be using more than 180 missiles, and that's about how many we will have after doing this 3 times. once more, and then we're going to do our scan, see if we can find that ship that was peculiarly, I can't talk. The one that was named in a very odd fashion. That's right, we need missiles. Where'd you go? There you are. Okay. I think that's all the missiles that we have. And we'll keep a couple in there for backup. Hey, it's a military transporter. Oh, that would be a fun one to attack, but it is heavily armed with missiles. And we're going to go find the derelict ship first, before we decide to go attack a heavily armed military transport, which is the biggest and baddest unit in the game so far. And I don't feel that daring quite yet. We have to break this thing in easily. We attacked a small business transport the other day, last episode, which was pretty easy to attack. It only had 2 Gatling cannons, so that was pretty easy. Oh wow, this is a brightly colored interior. I might have to change some of this back to white. The exterior can be, you know, that awesome color, but interior, I think we're gonna have to change back to white. No. That's right, it's gonna be really hard to change the color of this stuff. There we go, change the color of that, change the color of that. Oh no, don't fall. Excuse me. Alright, and there we go. Well, I think we colored it enough. I'm gonna have to remove those lights if I want to actually color the other stuff. So, let's see. /scan, and let's see what there is to see. Oh boy, there's a lot of drifting junk. Mostly because we blew up that ship earlier. Stationary junk, moving junk. There's a lot of junk. Okay, well, I believe the way we did it before was we went to this and there was something in one of these areas we could see something. Was it maybe by looking at our antennas? Compact antenna range, nope. Accessible ships, this is how we were able to do it. So there's the OSLE Enforcer out of receiving range. There's another OSLE Enforcer. There's the ASM-2. It's out of receiving range, but it's somewhere. So that is the one that we want to try to find. It's out of receiving range, which means it's actually outside of this 50,000 meters, so we might not actually be able to attack it. Well, what to do? Oh, looks like I forgot to color a little bit of my ship, but yeah, there's those couple blocks right there. Well, we'll get to that. I'll make sure everything's nice and uniform for next episode, maybe even add some more highlights to it or something, but I might have to turn off the, or I might actually have to turn on the junk removal, because right now we have a massive amount of crap just floating around. I want to actually take a look at the military transporter, probably not attack it, but, oh yeah, speaking of which, I don't know if you noticed, added 6 more engines on the bottom there, just to add for a little bit of extra thrust. Probably should have added some retro thrust in addition, but nope, that's fine. Also, the thing that I was going to show you before I got distracted about the engines was the fact that I made a weapons little terminal thing here, so we can just click weapons. Right now it's off, but we can turn this on, and ta-da! We have all of our weapons, and they will attack. Actually, I should probably take a look at their ranges right now. Aiming radius 800, target moving objects, target missiles on, large ships, all of that stuff. Moving objects, if we're already targeting small ships and large ships, it doesn't matter if it's moving or not. We're not really worried about asteroids because they're not turned on, so the moving objects thing is kind of a moot point if we turn that on, so it'll just shoot at random debris then, which is kind of annoying, which is just a waste of missiles and Gatling cannons and stuff. So we won't turn that on. This ship's actually decently quick. Unfortunately, it doesn't slow down that fast. I'm going to... I don't want to get within range of its missiles, but we'll see what we can do. Okay, it's getting awful close. I'm going to have to turn around to slow down. We don't want it to get within range of our mothership, because those military transporters will absolutely eat up our mothership, because our mothership is made out of these soft, light armor, and the military transporters have a bunch of missile cannons and stuff on them, which can even chew up our heavy armor on this gunship over here, but as long as we don't get too close to it, we should be fine. I'm kind of interested to see what they did to the military transporter, because the last time I actually took a look at a military transporter was back when they added it, which was quite a number of months ago. So I'm sure quite a lot has changed with the military transporter, because quite a lot has changed with the rest of the ships. We do have the Gatling cannons, so they should target missiles, so I'm not too worried about taking too much in terms of missile fire. Well, that is until the Gatling cannons on the missile transporter take out my Gatling cannons, so there's no way around that. If I get within 800 meters, I should be able to shoot them with missiles, but I don't exactly know where the missiles are placed, or the missile turrets are placed on the military transporter, and I don't know the best way to attack this ship. Alright, I'm going to see if I can zero the velocity with it. Initial dampener's off. And let's speed up a little bit. Right now we're getting closer, which is fine. I really wish I could zoom in further if there was like a binocular function. Actually, you know, there is something we could do. We could put a camera on the front of our ship and use the camera as a zoom. That's not a bad idea. Well, I'm going to slow down to a stop here. That military transporter isn't going anywhere. Well, it is, but it's not going to vanish anytime soon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a camera on the front of the ship as soon as we stop moving. Okay, so it's getting closer, so it's actually... Maybe if we don't move at all, we can just snipe this thing. So let's switch to our rocket launcher. Make sure our rocket launcher is on. Rocket launcher, toggle block on, shoot. Okay, there we go, we're set. Alright, well, where are your weapons? As soon as we see the little green lines coming off of it, we'll have ample opportunity to shoot it. So, you know, I said we might not attack it this episode. Well, no, we're attacking it. It may go terribly, it may go well. Don't know about that, because these are really, really well-armed ships. At least they have been in the past. I can assume that they still are. I think that's probably a missile launcher right on the side, right there where I'm pointing my crosshairs. Okay, well, it doesn't appear that it did anything, which means that Gatling cannons are probably shooting at it. I don't see... Oh, there's the Gatling cannon right there. I don't know if we're actually doing any solid damage to it, because I can't see. I don't think it's rendering that far. I can see explosions happening on it, so I know we're doing some damage. Ah, eat my missiles! Yeah, you can definitely see that we are doing damage to it. And I think we may have actually disabled most of the weapons on it. I can see that there's something firing over there. Let's see if that can take care of it. I think that's doing a pretty good job. I know we... There we go. I think we took care of it then. Alright, well, I think we might be safe enough to get closer. Alright. I know we blew massive holes in this ship. So, I think we actually did a good job trying to neutralize its weapons so far. If I'm not mistaken, it's still booby-trapped, so that's something we have to take into account. Alright, well... okay, there's another missile. Oh, ow, ow, ow. There we go. Took care of that Gatling cannon. So I guess last run was a practice run. This one is the live, real deal. Okay, there's another Gatling cannon in there. Go away. Okay, there we go. We took care of whatever was in there. There's going to be interior turrets in here too. So, initial dampeners on. Alright, well, we are getting closer. We're going to clamp on, and then we're going to... Wow, we really wrecked this ship. Holy crap. Ow. Okay, that's not cool. Hey, stop firing. Stop it, that hurts. Okay, well, I'm going to tell my Gatling cannons to stop, because right now they are just wasting weapons. Toggle blocks off. There is a missile turret over there. I think we destroyed it for the most part. And we did ram into the ship pretty hard on accident, so let's raise up a little bit. And let's clamp down on this as soon as we can. And clamp, and initial dampeners on. Alright, well, we are going to slowly grind to a halt. Good thing we have so much armor on there. I know we're going to have to replace some blocks, but man oh man, was that that's actually pretty close. So, there is a missile turret left on there that we're going to have to take care of. So, wow, we really did use a lot of rockets. Anyhow, let's hop on out of this. Let's get our inventory in order. So character tools will want our grinder. Alright, here we go. Actually, before we do that, we need oxygen. That's right, there's no oxygen in here, so that's unfortunate. Ooh, wow, we even took damage in here. So hopefully there's oxygen on the military transporter, otherwise we're gonna die and respawn, but, well, we'll do what we have to do. Oh, wow, we really did take damage. Holy Jesus. Well, I think it's gonna be worth it, though, because we captured one of the best ships in the game. Alright, there we go. And that'll do. Close the airlock, open this, and out we go. The missile launcher shouldn't have the depression to be able to shoot us. I don't think. Can you shoot us? Yeah, it's looking at us, but it's fine. Alright, well, let's go over to the front of the ship. Oh, wow, we really cratered this thing. Well, let's go in here. There is going to be... Oh, so there's a proper blast door on here now. Which means, well, we should still be able to get inside. There's going to be some interior turrets. Yep, ow. So, we're going to have to find a way to turn all of this stuff off. There's a Gatling cannon down there. Doesn't look like it's working. Okay, good. Maybe if we restore the Gatling cannon, we can hack the systems. Well, we need a lot of stuff. Well, let's actually grind away some stuff so we have the components to do this. So, there's going to be motors and stuff, large... Yeah, this is actually going to be a good source of material to fix this so we can hack the console. We need small steel tubes now. I do believe we'll be able to get some And we're going to get large steel tubes from these. But we do need more construction components and stuff, so yoink. And we'll bring as much of the ship under control as possible. So we need more construction components, but I think if we grab some of the interior, or these connector tubes here, we should be able to get some components from that. Okay, there we go. And in fact, we might actually be able to get inside of the ship by doing this. We'll just go right through. This is... oh, that's the reactor. So we can actually start hacking things here. Actually, we need to grind away most of it before we can hack it. So I think we'll do that, because if we're in control of the reactor, we can just shut down the ship. So that means we'll have much better control over all the things that will want to kill us. I think there is a backup reactor on the ship, though, and I'm not sure if it has power. We'll have to figure that out. Alright, well, it looks as though the big ship up there has stopped this ship from moving, which is good. Well, let's grind this away. Alright, it's now going to be under our control. Alright, there we go. Let's go to... we can turn all of this stuff. Well, we can't... well... Gatling turrets, can we turn this to ours? No, we can't. How about the door? No. No, so... we will turn the gyroscope to me, because we can. And we'll put everything that we can turn to our control. We are, so... some gyroscopes, some interior lights. Whoops, I didn't mean to press shift, I meant to press control, so let's take these lights. Well, I guess they don't have faction, technically. I wonder why some of these gyroscopes can be controlled by us while others cannot. It's kind of bizarre. Well, that's already controlled by us. So interior lights, not a big deal. Landing gear, they can't be controlled by anyone. Large reactors and large thrusters. Well, the thrusters we can control. Well, large reactors already controlled by us. That's good. So let's actually take a look. Are there any small thrusters on here? Small cargo container, small reactor. That's what I was actually looking for. Small reactor, and there's somewhere inside of the ship. Not sure where. So I'm actually going to grind my way inside the ship, see if I can get inside without getting shot at. Okay, so here we are. Getting inside the ship. Probably gonna get killed a couple of times, but... okay, so there's nothing here. I mean, well, there's stuff here, but there's no Gatling cannons to shoot at us. Or interior turrets, so let's turn this off. I'm going to close the door. Can't close the door. There's nothing on that side. There's nothing on that side except the gaping hole. Okay, we're running really low on oxygen. I would like to salvage some of this ship if I can. I don't want it to be a complete waste. Anything down that hallway? Don't shoot at me. Okay, good. So... alright. Got some gyroscopes and stuff. Well, I'm going to actually turn off this reactor right now. So, large reactor toggle block off. It looks as though the ship lost most of its power, which is a good... well, actually, I think it did lose all of its power. And the only thing that is giving us gravity right now is the ship that's on top. As you can see, we're kind of at an angle, and that would be why. Which means the defenses should be offline. Hooray! I'm not going to get too cocky yet, because they might have backup power. Okay, no they don't. Alright, well. I am going to take this opportunity to turn all of these... well, actually, I'm just going to get rid of them so they're non-operational right now. So there's that one's gotten rid of. Okay, so doesn't look like the backup reactors have any uranium right now, which is a big oversight by the people that made this ship. What good is a backup reactor if it doesn't actually do anything? Okay, well, there is a trap in here. I remember that from last time. I'm not sure exactly where and how it's triggered, so we're gonna have to be very careful about that. Alright. Looks like the hangar door swung open a little bit. Okay, where is the way up? Because I want to get to that last Gatling cannon. Oh, there's just debris all over the place from when we were hammering this ship. Alright, well, I guess it's good to know that our gunship is actually a pretty good gunship. It can take out one of the best units in the game. Granted, we did sustain a ton of damage, but mostly that's from the impact with this ship. But it's a good thing we put so much armor on it. It should be fine. Alright, and then that means there is just the one missile turret left that we need to turn off. And then we can start repairing the ship and turning it over to ourselves. Alright, well, I'm going to go find a way out of this. How do I get out of here? This is so cool. It's like running through a derelict ship, because that's exactly what it is. Alright, I think if I grind my way out, can't I? Okay, well, this is a bit odd. Okay, so I should actually be able to make it out of this ship just fine. I think there's no door left. We took care of that by the looks of it. Yeah, there's no door left. We blew it up. Because there should have been a door right here. But there isn't. Thanks to our copious amount of missiles, that's not an issue anymore. Alright. Let's take care of that one last... Ooh, looks like we broke off our missile turret down there, but that's... Yeah, that's my fault. Looks like we're going to have some repairs to do on this thing. Mostly it's only at the front of the ship, though, which is kind of what we expected, and that's why there's so much goddarn armor at the front. Alright, well... Success! Then we'll be able to turn the ship back on without it... Well, I'm just going to keep the missile launches and stuff deactivated. There's no reason to have them on right now. Okay. So there we are. We successfully took the military transporter. I can't wait to see what's inside. So thank you folks for watching. We'll catch you next time.